This heroic military dog Max was about to be put down. He broke free and ran to his owner's casket. Whimpering helplessly, he could still smell his owner's scent. Would never see him again. In the end, he just lay on the ground like a forgotten child. The dog's name was Max. He and his owner Kyle had served bravely side by side 2 weeks earlier during a mission. Max was scouting ahead as usual when he suddenly stopped and alerted the team to danger. Team leader Tyler insisted they push forward to finish the mission. Reluctantly, Kyle ordered Max to keep going. Not far ahead, the enemy had laid an ambush. A detonator was pressed, and explosions ripped through the air. Worried about Max, Kyle charged into the smoke alone. He turned and called for Tyler to back him up, but the coward had already ducked behind a wall. By the time the rest of the team arrived, Tyler only followed behind them. It was too late. Kyle had been shot and killed. Max barked furiously at Tyler. He knew exactly who was to blame. For his owner's death, Tyler pulled out his gun, ready to put Max down. But the other soldiers stopped him. At Kyle's funeral, Max seemed to understand what had happened. After the service, he strained against his leash, refusing to leave. Only when a young boy called his name, he finally calmed down. The boy smelled familiar. He was Kyle's younger brother, Justin. With Justin's help, Max was taken home. But soon afterward, the family received terrible news. Max was scheduled to be euthanized. After Kyle's death, he had developed a fear of gunfire and explosions, became aggressive, and would not let anyone near him except Justin. When Justin held a toy and told him to sit, Max would obey, perhaps because Justin carried Kyle's scent. Max poured all his longing onto the boy. Justin's family decided to adopt him, but his father still felt uneasy, so he kept Max tied up in the yard. At night, Max whimpered in pain, missing his owner deeply. Justin's father sent the boy outside to comfort him. Whenever Justin showed up with the toy, Max would settle down, yet if Justin tried to leave, the whimpering would start all over again. Justin ended up staying outside the entire night. Watching the sleeping boy, Max stayed instinctively alert. True to his military training, guarding others was a duty carved deep into his bones. One night, Tyler came to their house. He lied, claiming he had been honorably discharged due to injury. In truth, he was dismissed for betraying his comrades and colluding with arms dealers. Justin's family knew nothing of this and believed his words. Max saw Tyler. He recognized him at once. Barking wildly, he broke free from his chain and lunged forward. Justin barely managed to hold him back. This incident made Justin's father trust Max even less. He bought a metal crate and locked Max inside. The next day, a memorial event was held in town. The sound of fireworks terrified Max. Knowing how scared Max was of such loud noises, Justin rushed home to comfort him. Only when Max leaned against Justin did he finally feel a little safe. The next day, Tyler approached Justin's father, asking to rent their storage shed. When the father asked about his son's death, Tyler shifted the blame onto Max. He claimed the dog had frozen in fear under gunfire, and Kyle had died while trying to save him. Believing the lie, the father went back home, pulled out his pistol, and aimed it straight at Max. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, his younger son Justin rushed forward. Justin did not believe a single word Tyler had said. He knew his brother would never have taken a dog. He could not trust into combat. His mother stepped in too, urging him to stop. The father slowly lowered the gun, but he told Justin to find out the truth behind what had happened.
He screws up one time, just one time. He's gonna get put down. You understand me?
Justin headed to the military base alone to ask questions. There he learned the truth. Tyler had not been honorably discharged due to injury. He had been kicked out for weapons smuggling. Recalling Tyler's fake and tearful act that night, Justin saw straight through his hypocrisy and lies. The next day, Justin secretly followed Tyler and caught him striking a deal with a local arms dealer. Max let out a low growl at the sight of the weapons, but the noise alerted 2 fierce guard dogs nearby. Max immediately stepped in front of Justin, glanced back at him as if telling him to run, then charged forward to lead the other dogs away. Thinking fast, Max bit one dog on the leg. When the other lunged over to help, Max was overwhelmed by their size. Yet as a highly trained military dog, he soon spotted an opening. He kicked hard with his hind legs, sending the attacker tumbling down a slope. Meanwhile, Justin panicked as he tried to escape on his bike. He crashed and bent the wheel. He abandoned the bike and ran all the way home. But when he arrived, Tyler was already there waiting. Playing the part of a victim, Tyler claimed Max had suddenly turned violent and attacked them. He even used Justin's broken bike as evidence. Then he pulled Justin into a room and threatened him to keep quiet about what he had seen. He told Justin that Max had to be put down, or his family would face the consequences.
Why don't you just leave Max out of it?
If it were up to me, do you want a front row seat at a couple more family funerals? Look where it got him.
Protect his family, Justin had no choice but to agree, and so Max was taken away once again. Once more, he lost someone he could depend on. This time, the end awaited him.